Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are ready for potentially a very interesting day. It's been a little bit slow in the market here. Again, less trades, more profits, team. That's what we got to be focused in on. Nothing too crazy in terms of news that I have seen really so far. I mean, this just looks like a little bit of a reflex rally. Again, the two kind of areas that we're looking for to kind of get tested here. Again, if you look at ES, you still have this big blue zone, one of these prior all-time high areas that you did already trade into off of CPI, which is kind of exactly what we were expecting. We're going to cover this too. Like, guys, if you didn't watch the YouTube video on, I think it was Wednesday, and have been paying attention to everything that we've been talking about in the private streams, there's really no reason that the market should be rocketing off of cool CPI because the overall landscape has not changed. Everybody is talking about inciting tariffs as kind of the end all be all reason why the market has been just draining to the downside. And while those fears and that new uncertainty is important, it is not even close to the entire picture. We've been talking about this on Twitter that, again, 85% of all the job growth last year came from the government. The government typically is going to account for about, it depends, but it's like 25 to 30, 33% of GDP every single year. So if you're going to have lower government hiring, or maybe none with the hiring freeze, government employees getting laid off, well, that's going to have a negative impact on NFP and an increase in the unemployment rate. Then you have the government not just providing all of this spending and effectively just debt-fueled stimulus into the economy and the market. Well, that's going to have a drag on GDP as well. And then when you look at kind of the state of the consumer, remember in Q3 of last year, they told you that your wages were growing at a real rate of 1.6%. They were not. That was a lie. They were actually declining by 0.1%. So when you hear people talk about, oh my God, the economic data, they're saying it looks good. Everybody in the media is saying things are okay, but you, the viewer, is not actually feeling that great about your current situation or the current economy. That's why it's not that hard to spot, guys. It's just data. So we've got a couple of interesting trade setups this morning, though, team. We really have 3.5, I would say, that I'm really focused in on. Again, there really has not been much this week. You guys saw the gains on Twitter, and what we did last Friday kind of carried into Monday. Really nice stretch there. Unless the market, guys, gives me A+ setups, I'm just going to sit around and do nothing. I'd rather not be in trades than be in trades. And that's the difference between, I think, a lot of people that have success long-term in this game and the people that are just going to come into the market and say, oh, I just have to trade. But team, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the stream, new to the channel, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, it is public live day on a Friday. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. We're going to have that same like goal, 150 likes on the stream. So if you guys could do that, that'd be great. That'd be a great way to end off the week. It costs you nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot in spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. So let's see who we have in here. Let's do our good mornings, and let's get right into it. We've got Gerald, Rycat, Cody, DJ, Diego, Dr. Bob, Angel, Starsky, Michael, Todd, Eric, Eddie, BTD, ZZ, Mo, Romeo, Logan, Daily, Taylor, Aerolist, Daniel, Mario, Alex, Josh, good morning. Scott, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, oh, you guys are slacking hard on the like button already. I see how it is. I see how it is. I get it. All right. What do you guys need me to do? Show you my feet or something again? All right. So the two main things that we're going to be focused in on right at market open are going to be the DocuSign and Ulta post. Let's see where Ulta is. Yeah, DocuSign and Ulta post earnings we're going to look at. Those could both be very fun. You guys have seen the power of the post earning strategy in the past. So we're going to see if we can nail one of those. Baba's been one that we've been looking at for a little bit here on the weekly. It is, again, a little bit extended on the daily here. We were talking about this yesterday. It is a little extended away from this 200 EMA here, but with everything that's going on with China, again, I feel like we've mapped out this China thesis many, many, many times. We talked about the dollar, the flight out of U.S. assets right now. I mean, it could fail, but again, the outcome of one individual trade for me is meaningless because I know what we're going to be able to, or we have a really good understanding of what we're going to be able to generate over the long run. Again, the trades that hit, guys, they all have the potential to run multi-thousands of %. That's why this works. So I like this. So you are kind of cracking above this initial level I was looking at here, 140, 140. If you get a nice 5-minute opening range break on Baba, I don't think it'd be the worst idea in the world to start initiating something for longer dated. I'd probably be looking at June, August, September, something like that on Baba. But the big break on the weekly is right around 141 or 145.40. So we're gonna be looking at that. And then the 3.5 that I was talking about was Philip Morris. Does look like it wants to roll over to the downside here. I don't know if I'll touch that one, but this could be a little mean reversion move here on Philip Morris. And again, there's a list out there. I tweeted this out that there's like stocks that are like performing the best this year. And I've handed you guys on a silver platter 3 of them. One of them's Philip Morris. The other one's Amgen, which we nailed at the lows, and then CVS too, which we actually nailed right at the lows. You look at CVS, and I'm still interested in this move here too. This one, the base and break on CVS, and I did say before to you guys, like I might buy shares in this thing. I didn't. We traded it, which was great. But what I never bought the shares of it. So we'll see what we get today. Let's see here. Time to buy the dip or not? Well, it depends. It depends. I mean, this could be a bottom. It doesn't mean it's going to be the bottom. I mean, we could come up and trade back into this zone here on SPY. Again, it's like the problem with where we are right now is you are kind of screwing around at this zone that we have. So you could map it out kind of like this. So you could get back up into here, which is like 561-ish, 562, and then reject right back down. This is the big area that you really have to clear through, which is like 570 to 575. So again, you guys know I like to buy bases. If this V shapes, that's the worst case scenario for me because I won't buy anything. I don't play around with the V shape recoveries. It's just the risk to reward there just doesn't make a lot of sense. You got to time it perfectly. So we'll see. I mean, we're gonna take a look and see what happens today. I don't think there's a whole lot of data coming out today. We can look though. Consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. is going to be interesting. If you guys watched the video yesterday that I was talking about those that Trump plan to eliminate taxes on people making $150,000 a year or less. I mean, consumer sentiment's been rolling over, retail sales have been rolling over. So I want to see what happens there. I think we get inflation expectations with this too. So that will be very interesting to see. Oh, we got a lot of slackers on the like button this morning. But yeah, so we're going to see if we can get a nice post-earnings move on Docu or Ulta. If they don't validate, that's fine. I mean, then we won't touch them. So what else are we going to talk about? Yeah, I mean, just kind of the overall situation we're in right now, guys. It's like I'm not really interested in doing a whole lot. Like, why would I be? Like, if you want to go scalp small time frames with no edge and lose money, that's fine. Go for it. But that's not a winning strategy over the long run. So we're gonna see what happens today. Oh, and again, everybody gets what do you call it? 50% off their first month to the private community. We'll talk about that a little bit later. That's pinned to the top of the live chat. If you guys aren't in there yet, I mean the amount it's, and I've said this before, it's not just like, yeah, when the market gets like good, obviously there's going to be big multi-hundred and multi-thousand% trades everywhere, and that's fun, but that's not the important part. The important part of the community is when I come out and I start talking to you guys about, hey, it's foot off the gas, go first gear or throw it in neutral, stop the car. That's the most important part because capital preservation in the market is great. If you can make a bunch of gains, but then you're just going to lose them and go back to break even or red, then what's the point of even making the gains in the first place? You're not able to compound. And again, in order to understand and have long-term success, you have to understand the big picture. The big picture is going to tell you when the time is to just kind of slow down there. But I mean, we've got some opportunity today. Ulta and Docu. You like Apple? Well, I don't. Why would I like Apple here? Apple's icky. Apple looks horrendous right now. There is nothing about this Apple chart right now that would make me interested in doing anything. If you, again, once you go through the course videos in the Discord, you'll look at this chart and be like, oh yeah, no, we would never go near that. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You're like, it's that simple to do this in the market? Yep. I don't know why everybody else doesn't do this. It's like, people are like, I want to think that there's a magic algorithm that controls the market. Yeah. All right, bud. Icky. Yeah, it's very icky. I don't like this at all. Yields are moving in. You might get some yield movement today off consumer sentiment. Yeah, Apple looks horrific, actually. I like Baba. CVS I still like if you can clear this area here. So if we could do that today, I might throw that back on. Um, Markets. And, oh, this is the other thing that you got to watch too. I feel like a lot of people are going to look at this market and be like, "Oh, market's up 1%. We're back." No, 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 no. The ranges that you've seen, guys, are so big. What you need to focus in on is what does the structure of the daily and weekly charts look like? This straight downtrend. You throw this on the weekly, it's going to look even more horrific here. Straight down. This is not something that you want to be, oh, look, let's just just start buying like crazy. This is not the time to do it. We easily could start leaking down to this 54.25 area here. You do have a little small time frame volatility zone at the lows yesterday. We'll see. Again, that's low probability. You come out down and test that area, you might just knife through it like butter. But yeah, the only two things I'm really interested in right now are the post earnings on Ulta and Docu. Those are going to be fun. You looking at MPW last night? You could look at that. It's not bad. It's a REIT. I don't know. It doesn't look terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world. This is something that I would really want to try. Really. I was highlighting for you guys gold and silver. We did talk about GDX. I know some of you guys hit this one yesterday too. I didn't end up grabbing this one, but this one was an epic move. So congratulations to everybody that's on that one. You've got SLV too, making a move up here. You got, yeah, I mean, that's not textbook, but that's a decent one in there. So, but yeah, I think this would be a good time to start talking about too, like just the broad market and like why people are missing the big picture here. The people are just missing it, guys. And again, this is something that happens all the time. People are like, "Oh, tariffs, Trump's tanking the economy or the market," and it's like, well, at face value, yes, Trump is coming out and saying things that the market currently does not like, and the market is selling off based on that, and they do not like the actions. But like, that's not the important question to be asking, or the thing to be focusing in on. Like, that's not. It's almost irrelevant because when you actually understand what's going on, you're like, oh, I get it now. And here's what it is. Remember how we were talking about before, how like all of this job growth was coming from the government, all of this deficit spending coming in, which again, they did say that their goal yesterday was to balance the budget, which that has not happened. Like I said in the other Instagram reel and TikTok yesterday, that has not happened since Bill Clinton was hanging out with Monica Lewinsky in the Oval Office. So if that's their goal, then you're going to see a significant amount of decreased government spending. And if we already know that a lot of growth in terms of GDP is coming from the government spending, you're going to see a lot of declining growth. But what I want you guys to realize is that this is a little bit of a transition phase here. It is very possible that we go into a period of really low interest rates again by the end of this year and the beginning of the next year. Here's why. If you don't have that crutch or support from the government coming in and providing all these jobs and stimulating the economy the way that they were, like, think about it like this too. Even the Treasury coming in and stuffing all of this issuance in the short end of the yield curve does have stimulative effects. So if all of that is going to transition, well, then something needs to change. And that's what this market is trying to figure out, what's going to change. Is it going to be, let's say, for example, and I said this to you guys at the end of the video yesterday, is it going to be that there's going to be no taxes on people making $150,000 a year or less? Maybe. There's a slight issue with that though, because is that going to be just if you make 150 or less, you don't pay taxes, or is it nobody pays taxes on the first $150,000 of income? Because that's kind of what they would have to do. But you have to stimulate somehow, because if all these jobs are going to get lost, you have to have the other businesses like be able to pick up that weight, because then you're just going to have a massive slash to GDP and a massive spike to unemployment. So is it going to be, and on the fringe elements of this, you could have, if the Fed lowers rate like significantly, I don't think we're going back to ZERP, but you could get to like pretty low. Like the Fed, if this continues and the new administration sticks to their guns and says we're not going to be spending money, we're not going to be hiring new people, we're going to shrink the size of the government, and the Fed comes out and starts lowering rates, you could end up seeing a lot of businesses take that as, oh, we're going to start expanding, we're going to hire more people, we're going to give people raises and things like that. The other thing I think is interesting too is I've seen this a lot where it's like people are talking about like, oh, the rich getting richer and all of this stuff. Well, the rich aren't getting richer right now. That's for sure. But the second thing you got to realize is that like you can't avoid that. It's like an immovable object. Like if you have a good economy and markets go up, they're gonna make money. They just are. And people are like, oh, we need to focus on them paying their fair share. It's like, okay, fine, sure. But the most important thing to look out for is how do you actually help the people at the mid to the lower end of the totem pole? Because that's who's going to support a lot of the economy anyway. Like I think it's 93% of Americans make $150,000 a year or less. 93%. Now, again, not all of them pay taxes. I think the number that we talked about yesterday was 130 million people. But those are the people that you need to help out because you can't have a situation where things just continuously get more expensive and not provide some sort of, I don't want to call it assistance, but a way for those people to succeed or live a good life. Lockheed, I'm not touching anymore. We already did our dirty work on Lockheed. That was an epic trade from last week. This is no longer of interest to me. I mean, this was an epic trade. I think I made, I don't know, like close to $5,000 on that. Oh, good. Nothing crazy. That was a fun one. I made a what? Instagram video about that one. TikTok too. Yeah, what do we got? 13 minutes to go until open. Ulta and Docu are going to be the first things we pay attention to. Baba's interesting as well. So we're going to keep an eye on that one. You see what I'm saying? It's like you have to figure out a way to have people in like making like, I don't know, 200, well, let's say 150 a year or less, be able to afford the things that they want to be able to do. It's not because you could be like, oh, let's just get Elon to pay more taxes. And it's like, well, yeah, but you kind of like they do pay a lot anyway, even though it's as a percentage, it's probably less. But like that doesn't really go anywhere to help people. Is SMCI going to explode too? No. SMCI looks like, oop, that's S. Hold on. SMCI. No, this looks like garbage. Again, guys, it is so blatantly obvious when stock, like it is just, I sent this to you guys in the Discord yesterday. Let me find it. Remember, money is made in waiting for the big pitches, not trading random stuff in choppy markets. Don't look too hard for setups. Good setups should come to you. They should scream at you. When you're looking at something like it's a maybe, then it means no. Maybe means no. I swear, all of you guys can do this. It's just like you got to look at the right things. You can't think like every other retail investor. Like, guys, you do realize like when the setups form, it's just no-brainers. It's like, oh, yeah, that looks epic. Perfect. Let's do it. Like, if you have to hunt for it or you don't know what you're doing, it's like, don't trade it. Still so little of what he should have owed. I mean, sort of, though. But, like, you could – all right, here's the other way to think about it. It's like you could say, oh, he should have owed this. But it's like, yeah, but the rules don't say he should. It's like also saying, like, oh, Congress shouldn't be able to insider trade. But the fine for doing it is $200. So, like, go for it, you know? It's like, yeah, should they? No. But they can because that's what the rules say. So we can sit here and say, oh, they should do this. But it's like, yeah, but the rules say this. So, all right, you know? The rules say otherwise. But yeah, I mean, all of you guys can do this. It is not that difficult. The rules are jacked up. Right. So it's like you got to, so it's more like find the rule and be like, I don't like this rule versus like he should have just paid more, you know? It's just thinking like more logically about what's actually going to make. If there's something that's going to make a difference, it's not going to be people sitting here screaming that they should pay more because they're not going to. So we'll see. Like the other thing is too is like if everybody in this we've talked about this example before, but like I've told you guys, if I was in Contras, I'd insider trade like crazy. I would do it all the time. But I would also tell you guys. Why? Because that's what the rules are. Oh, STV, you got to pay a $200 fine. Okay. Whatever. I bet if every single one of you guys had multi-billions of dollars, well, I'd say a lot of you guys, and you had the ability to be like, well, I don't want to pay all of this in taxes, you wouldn't. You'd be like, oh, let my tax people do it. And they're going to say I have to pay less. And then I will. Okay. I think the insider trading is a little better example, though. Like, I would do it. Like, because that's what the rules say. The rules say it's a $200 fine and it's enforced by everybody else, but everybody else is doing it and they're not going to enforce it. Okay. So let's go crazy. Where can I donate to your campaign? We don't need it, man. Look at you wouldn't even want to be doing anything really right now. And when the market heats up anyway, you guys are going to have the best trades in the market regardless. So the fib stuff, I don't know. Use TradingView. I don't know. Let's use TradingView. 95% of what I do though is swings, guys. At 99, I would say. Which is where you want to be in the market anyway. Like, and I feel like I say this a lot, but people just don't get it. And then they just keep struggling. They're like, oh, I didn't make any money. Oh, I made a little and then I went back down to break even. Why is that? You don't have an edge or asymmetric upside in the trades that you're taking. So we'll see. Yeah. Oh, you guys are slacking really hard on the like button today. Wow. Not going to get to that 150 like threshold, I don't think. You guys are a bunch of slackers is what you are. Employs thousands of people. Yeah, he does. But I also don't think that people are going to think about that. You know, they're going to be like, no, Elon, bad. It's fine. People can have their opinions. Doesn't mean they're right. Doesn't mean they're wrong. They're going to have their opinions. Yin shares up nicely. Are we at new highs yet? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I mean, guys, this has been a good. I was buying this thing down here. Sold here. Still have half. If it gets to like 75, 100, I'll sell half again. And you would have done steroids if you were an MLB player? Yeah, but didn't you? I feel like that's tougher to, you know? That's tougher to, like, get around. Selling Palantir? Nope. Sold it at 71. From 15. I would do that 10 times out of 10. I still have SoFi, though. Gave that to everybody at 655. Gave Philip Morris to everybody at 95. That thing's at 150, and you got some dividend payments. There you go. Then I have Neo. Still green on it, but like remember, I don't really care what happens to I'm looking at this for like next year, not now. Like earnings are next Friday, but like I don't really care what happens to it. Yeah, this is just at a good risk reward zone that I like. And then I also don't have the Palantir puts anymore. I rode those from like 113 to like what's sub 80, or it was already around 80 something. I sold them, the rest of them. Those are pretty good. So, yeah, we'll see if we can catch some post earnings today. That would be very nice if we could do that, man. I'd love to get some post earnings here. We haven't seen those fire off in a little bit. I don't know if I'll have a YouTube video for you guys today. It's a Friday. I got stuff to do, but maybe you might get another one. But yeah, for all of you guys that don't have notifications turned on for YouTube yet, make sure you guys do. YouTube has been like taking people off too. So everybody right now, go check and make sure. Just check the bell notifications to see if you have notifications on. So you never miss a video. The one yesterday was epic. The one before that was epic. We're getting back into YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see what happens here today. I don't really want this. Where's Baba? Hey, Yin is up nicely. That's new highs. But not really. I mean, Yin is free. The last two were pretty excellent. We have been spoiled this week. They're only going to get better. Thanks, Daily Taylor. I appreciate that. I think that most like what happens in like YouTube and the finance space is that like most people watch videos with people and especially the big creators where like they're like, oh great, but then they don't get anything out of the video. Like you're not actually learning anything. Like in the Tom Lee video from Wednesday, it's like, okay, you could see a lot of people talking about that situation, but nobody's going to explain to you what he's talking about when he's saying like investment grade bond yield or bond prices versus equities or the Fed put, White House put, or the economic put. Like at least you guys are learning stuff. Ulta is pricey. Well, then you can't trade it. We'll see how Docky does. I mean, they both have the potential to get pretty nutty. So we're going to see how those look. The spreads on Ulta are going to be a little weird, but we'll see. Spreads on both of them could get funky. What do we got? 3 minutes to go until market open. Feel like I hope I don't make the same mistake. Well, I told you, Mario. I was like, there's no reason to sell it. It was just moving up slowly. That's why I had longer dated on those. I had June's. RKT is almost back to 15. Oh, yeah, I forgot about RKT. This is another one I gave you guys at right here. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I was out of this one when they scared me here with yields. So I don't know. I barely made any money on it. I think I made $2,000. It was nothing. So would have made a little bit more. But I would have been trimming right here, which again, this is where we were talking about the trim. And then the silly acquisition stuff with the all equity purchase was a little bit funky, but KTOS. That looks good. I'll throw an alert there. That's an interesting one. But yeah, all right. We got 2 minutes to go until market open. Everybody, remember, you all get access to the private community, 50% off your first month. If you use code TRADE, it literally makes your first month $30. It's $1 a day. You guys get access to both the full-length educational courses, private live streams every single day, the full list of stocks and cryptos that are about to explode before they do, the pre-market plans, everything. So if you guys are looking for like finally the place to come and learn to have long-term success in the market, come join us, man. I only have 5-star reviews for a reason. Click that link, read the reviews, see if it's something for you. If not, hopefully what you're doing is working. But again, time and time again, what I hear from people is just like, the first thing is I didn't realize it was going to be this easy or simple. The second, I just wish I was doing this all along. And it's like, yeah, I sit here and tell you guys and show you guys all the epic trades over here. And it's like, yeah, it's not that hard to find. So there you guys go. I don't know how much longer that 50% off sale is going to go on for. I'm probably going to cut that off soon. So get in while you still can. Take advantage of the deal. Double wide, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, keep smacking that like button on the way in, folks. Let's have a good Friday. Let's see what we get on these post earnings. I'd like them to validate for us. That would be very fun. I'd love to go for some post earnings today. We don't get to do that very often. Well, we do when earnings season heats up, but that's not right now. So, and then we got to watch for Baba. Actually, Baba's going to open right at the level, so it's probably still going to be 5-minute opening range, but we'll see. This is the big level, so it'd be an initial scale in maybe here on a 5-minute break, and then yeah, there's Baba. All right. I really don't have anything open either. Yeah, so keep an eye on that. Let's see. Ulta, Docu. Docu actually could be a nasty one today. Look where. Whoa, IBM died? Hold on. Whoa. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen. IBM, hello. Let's see what that wants to do. I don't know. I still have some puts on that. Let's see. Neo. Well, I mean, we're not doing anything on it today. I mean, I have the Septembers. I've got 4,000 shares of it at 454. But again, if you've been paying attention to the videos, I don't care what happens to it in the short term. It's gonna run up. It's gonna sell off. If it goes on a big run after earnings, great. I will sell some, make the position free, and then go from there. Yeah, Ulta banging its head on the daily 10 there. That's gonna be a little bit tough to get through. A Docu though, this is looking like it could be a real nasty one. So we'll see. Dude, IBM. I did not think that was gonna do that. That's interesting. So still got a little bit of that. Target 239.35. I might just hold those. All right, we got 4 minutes till we really have to start paying attention to stuff here. Is Neo running? I mean, it's moving a little, but like again, I don't care. Like, remember, there's no reason for me to care about this thing right now because I'm looking for Q4 of this year and the beginning of next year for them potentially hitting a profitable quarter. So like it can screw around all it wants down here. I still like where the entry is. It's like right here, right there. So that's good. Yeah, this could be a really fun one. Yeah, they're starting to push it here a little. So you took the 1 minute opening range. See, right here. 82.30. Zoom went up. Yeah, I cut those yesterday. Ulta's kind of fading here. So I don't think we're going to be able to get it on Ulta. All right. Baba's not moving. That's interesting. That's going to hit. No, maybe not. Yeah, let's see what we get here. Oh, Waste Management finally decided to die. I cut those at break even. That was annoying. Look at that. Boom. Oh, that's just that day's low. That's fine. Is IBM knifing? It might. All right. All right. There's Docu. But that's still, we still have a little bit of time left on this for. And where do I want to go with this? They're spready. The Docus are a bit spready. Ooh, they're bidding up Ulta here a little. It's kind of what we were talking about in the morning. Like these could get a little spready. We'll still have some time though. Hopefully they open this and they drain the premiums out a little. That'd be nice. Don't know if they're gonna do it though. So let's see. What's the market doing? Nothing. Alibaba. Yeah, nothing. All right. Here are the new 5-minute candles. Docu's right there. It's close. Yeah, there it is. They're just so spready. I mean, I could try and smack it and just, like, steal it from someone, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get fills on this. If you think I'm gonna go up and hit the ask here, you're smoking crack. There's, like, over 100% spreads on the chain. These aren't that bad. No, they're not giving me any of this, dude. Did they? Nope. Nope. No, I can't get fills. They're not letting me do it. I'm not hitting the ass. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I mean, maybe a retest of the top, I'd touch it, but let's see what happens. Oh, hold on. No, they just screwed around with them there. I might be able to snipe this, actually. No, they're really screwing with that. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to touch this. I mean, if you somehow sniped it, good for you. Off that 5-minute range, those are probably up a little bit, but I couldn't get fills. Ulta doesn't look like it wants to do it for us either. Neo looks good. Is that above the 200? No. Yeah, I mean, maybe a retest at the top of the 5-minute range I would touch, but I don't think so. Not chasing it now. That's what it's like the 5-minute range was at 85. It's $1.50 higher. I'm not touching that. Where's Baba? If Baba turns it around here and breaks this high, I might start a little position in that. But other than that, I'm not really interested in doing a whole lot. So, was anybody able to get Docu there? Because those spreads were bad. Like, really not good. So, I tried. Well, I gotta make sure I don't have orders sitting there. I don't think I do. No, we're good. Did this take the bottom side yet? Come on. Oh, you got Docu? Nice. Yeah, no more Docu. I mean, no more Ulta. We're not touching that. Why is this being slow? Come on. What do you not like Ulta or something? Come on. PM. Come on, charts. Yeah, I couldn't get it. You got next week not what'd you get him filled at, Michael? Because that's what I was looking for. I was trying to get him at 140. I couldn't get him though. Microsoft chart looks great. What the hell are you looking at here? This looks terrible. Caesar, what? Caesar, come on, dude. What do you? Come on, buddy. No, no, no. You did get him at 145. You lucky. Yeah, that's a good fill. If this breaks 87, I mean those are probably gonna be looking pretty good, which it might. There it is. We'll see. Yeah, I couldn't get it. Ulta we're no longer looking at, so no more post earnings for me. That's no fun. If Baba hits here, I would slowly start to put a position on that one. Oh, on the downside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sees. But again, it's shorting the lows, and I don't really want to be doing that. Market pumping. Yeah, Baba breaks. I actually want to see where I would go with this because I don't know. Yeah, this could be another day of no trades, which is fine. I don't really care. You guys saw what we did earlier this week. I got an idea. I have an idea. Man, dock you back down. I'm not even if this retests, I'm not even gonna buy the retest. I don't want it. No more. Where's Nia? Chilling. Up a little bit on those shares, nothing crazy. The options I think are green for the Septembers. Yep. Those are up 12%. Nothing crazy, but those are looking good. Dock you right back down. Well, that's what happens with post earnings. They fly around. Size for 0, see what happens. It's not like it's just gonna go boom vertical. Like you guys have seen this enough times to know that that's not really how I mean, every once in a while you'll catch a post earnings that we just snipe and then it just rips vertical to 150% for us. But Docu still looks good though. So if you break this day high, you might get a little spicy. How far away are we from them? Man, we've got a ways to go up here if we want to get to that zone. So, wow, lots of slackers on the like button today. Oof. What did I do? What did I do to deserve that, man? Jeez. Okay. I see how it is. Bob is making it 140, 156. Or no, it's 140, 150 about is where I would start. Maybe putting something on for June. The China thesis isn't going anywhere. Just adding to the long China bets. Docu. Let's see. What are yields doing? 10 a.m. we get consumer sentiment, which will be interesting. And then it's probably gonna be another short stream. I also have a meeting I have to go to. So let's see. I might be able to get a YouTube video off for you guys today, but I don't think so. We'll see. We'll see what happens if I have anything for you. But it's a Friday. So you guys already have an epic one from yesterday with the breaking down the Trump situation with how they're gonna like what the economic effects would be if they slash taxes on everybody making 150K or less. Yeah, so we're just waiting for Baba now if it wants to do it. Other than that, there's nothing. Again, the most important thing in the market, guys, is understanding when to sit around and do nothing. Like I'm perfectly fine with sitting here and doing nothing for months at a time. I don't care because you guys that are in the community, you guys all know what happens when the setups fire. It's ridiculous. So I'm just waiting for those. Sometimes I physically go to meetings. But that's rare. Yeah. Is there anything else on the news feed? I don't think so. Yeah, it's been boring recently. It's been boring. All right, new 15-minute candle. Baba's not doing it. I have no new trades today so far. And that's probably how it's going to go. Why does the trading view hate Ulta? You guys see this? Trading view just hates Ulta. So I don't know. We'll see. Baba, if it breaks, I'd kind of be interested, but other than that, we're gonna sit here. Yeah, it's getting close. Let's load them up. Let's see. CVS still looking good? Yeah, if CVS hits again, I will be interested in that. Where is this? Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, this will be one for next week. CVS will be one that we pay attention to next week. Nothing for this week. Neo's trying to hunt 5. It's just banging its head on the 200 EMA. Yeah, here goes Baba. There it is. Tapped it. Tap day high. So that's a good spot to start getting some on Baba for longer dated. I like that. Just start slowly scaling in. I like that chart. The China thesis is still strong. We're gonna see if they can get a little boost. Neo above the 200 EMA on the daily, barely. Baba right back down. Docky just still kind of chilling there. Neo looks good. Yeah, Baba didn't want to get that follow through there. So again, the big level is 145.39. That's where you really want it. This is just a small level in between. 6709, 6705. Same difference though. All right, Neo's looking good today. It's hunting $5. Again, 550 was that big area from what, 2 days ago? And Neo back to 5. There we go. Ooh, Docu picking itself up a little bit. Market's running today. But again, you can't just like guys, you cannot do not look at this market here and say, "Oh my god, it's up one day and now we're back." Just please keep yourself safe. Do not do anything stupid here. Yeah, and remember, guys, everybody gets their first month 50% off to the private community there. So that link is pinned to the top of the live chat. Just use code TRADE. You get your first month for literally $1 a day. So I'll throw the link in the live chat here for you guys. Remember, you guys get access to both the full length courses, all of the private live streams Monday through Thursday, um, all of the full list of stocks and cryptos that are about to explode before they do, which again, right now, crypto's not really doing much. So not really a whole lot on the crypto side. Um, yeah, what else? The pre-market plans, private live streams, everything, guys. Again, I only have $5 or 5-star reviews for a reason. Yeah, Neo is over $5. That's good. That's good. Those options should be moving up a little there too. Yeah, 19% on them. It's not bad. And Docu made an attempt there, then got shot down, but it's still at 87. Let's buy tons of AMC. Why would we do that? It'd be cool to see Neo really rip today, but this thing is so volatile. Like, market's really ripping here. You are going to hit some levels up in here. That you have a little volatility zone in here that you're about to touch. This one. What is it? 60. It's like 6606.50 to what? 66 56.10. Good trading is boring, guys. Until it's not. Then everything fires off and you're like, "Oh my god." And I say it a couple times in the course videos too, guys. Like, you're gonna have periods, like weeks or months at a time, where you make more money than you ever thought was possible. But what you can't do is think that that is gonna happen all the time. Too many people come into the market and they think to themselves, "I'm gonna make $1,000 a day." Thinking about the market as a fixed income instrument is literally a surefire way to make sure that you lose all your money. If you want fixed income, go buy bonds. Seriously, go buy bonds. You're gonna get your fixed income. Are you gonna make $1,000 a day? No. But the market is about just like identifying good opportunities and hitting them. That's it. It's not about, oh, I'm going to try and scalp small time frames with no edge for pennies. I don't get it. Like, you guys have seen and we've talked about like one of the main reasons why everybody's able to have success trading this way is that you don't need very many of the good trades in order to like basically lock yourself in. Um, to having a really, really good quarter, year, everything. Like, think about the Papa John's trade that ran 5,000%. If you had a 2% position size on that, you make it free at 100%. And the next target that we had was up at that big level that it ran to. Okay, so you're up on that trade over 50% on your account. That means that if you were to then trade with 2% of your account as your position size, you'd have to lose 25 trades in a row, and all of those trades would have to go to zero just to get back to break even. And it wouldn't even be that. You'd still be green because the first scale out that you had. That's why it works. The math is on your side doing operating in the market this way. It is not when you're trading these 1-to-1, 1-to-1.5, 1-to-2s. The margin for error is so small, you're going to screw it up. You just are. With this, you only need one. So it's a good thing that I handed you guys 7 in the last month. Baba's looking good there. Like, do you guys get that math? Like, that's just insane. It's just ridiculous. That's why I can sit here for periods of time and be like, yeah, I don't care. Like, market can screw around, do whatever it wants. I'm not going to touch anything. There's ES into that zone there. Let's see if it pushes through or rejects. Market's really ripping, though. This is getting a little aggressive. 1220 on SoFi. Where is it right now? I don't really like that chart right now. Oh, look. Reject. Thanks, guys. I'll be here all week. Just kidding. I won't. I'll be in the private community all week. All right, let's see. If that really rejects from here, that's going to be another one of those volatility zones that just smacks on the stream. Neo looking good, 505. Let's see. What's the RSI on the SPY looking like? I don't care. I don't care. Don't be using RSI to try and day trade. That's crazy. Let's see. You got a nice rejection, though, out of that zone. Baba still holding well. Neo still doing good. Let's see. CVS. I mean, I don't think it's going to be today, but next week that could be interesting. You got three. All right. Here's the interesting thing about this, too. You've got 3-ish minutes here for a new 15-minute candle, and you also get consumer sentiment. So if you did take this, I don't know, you're up like almost 4 points, 5 points. I would just be careful with this because this thing could open and then go either tank and you're golden, or it'll just rip right through the zone. Notorious, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Again, guys, as you guys are filtering in here, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. But most importantly, oh, look, another volatility zone that smacks. Yeah, that's these volatility zones and how to use them are the last video in the day trading mastery course for you guys in there. There's another one. You guys just saw me do this on the stream. Boom. Here you go. I didn't take it. I didn't want it just because I'm more focused on the swings today. But there's another great example. Have I looked at Clove? Yeah, let's look at it. Let's rant. Let's rant. Why is this tab so slow? Miss Docu? Yeah, I couldn't get Docu. The only thing I have is some Baba. That's it. Dude, why is this isn't I mean, this is Clove, but it's not. Let's go on this one. I think it's just that tab. My whole thing is being slow today. Trading View is just glitching out. I don't know why. Look at this. It's just slow. Slow, 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 slow. Just like the market. So, but no, I wouldn't. This is not one that I would buy. It's still showing CVS on here. Like, this is the chart of Clove, but I don't want anything to do with this. There it is. Oh, look. Another volatility zone that smacks. It's not that hard, guys. Come on. Your trading view's acting up too? All right, good. I'm glad it's not just me. Guys, just short the top. Guys, just short the top. When I say that there's a volatility zone, just short the top. What are we doing here? Just short the top. What are we doing? Just think about what, okay, look. Oh, yeah, market's ripping. Where could it reject off of? Oh, you got a nice volatility zone on here. STV draws it, puts the alert in here. 560650. Your stop goes above the zone. Boom, done. What else do you want? You're up. You just hit like 15 points on ES. You're welcome. You did? Jason! There you go, buddy. Oh! Sorry. I'm going to get evicted, even though I'm moving out. You guys, like, screw up. Like, this is ridiculous. You guys are so welcome. You guys are so welcome. Just short the top. Just short the top. Boom. Holy shit. Yeah. So you guys should probably hop into the community there. I only do these streams on Fridays. And there you go. Oh man. That is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. So now I wish I freaking took it. Ah. And this is why I like to say that the private community is the best in the game, because this just did. All right, so when you guys go through the course videos, you're gonna see this is how you use it. So you'd have stop just below here. The first target is usually like a 1 to 2, and then you can target a level. So the level would have been day low. You just did a 1 to 9. Chef's kiss. Oh boy. All right, who hit that? Obey the lizard man. Yeah. I mean, I tell you guys all the time, it's not that hard. So here you guys go. Here's the link. It's $1 a day for your first month, and you guys get to learn how to do that. Most of it swings though. Like 99% of what I do is swings. But then every once in a while, I hand you guys one of these. If that doesn't get you the Discord, nothing will. Short the top. Dude, just short the top. It's not that hard. Short the top. Oh my God. Yeah, we're going to have some fun with that. So, okay. That's like, that's just textbook. All right, what was the data? Did consumer sentiment just tank? All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. They're doing something stupid here. Sorry. All right. My childhood stutter came back there. University of Michigan surveys consumers 1-year inflation outlook preliminary March 4.9 versus final February 4.3. Stop watching CNN. This is not going to happen. You are not going to see inflation at 4.9% this year, you morons. Sorry. Stop watching Fox News. Stop watching the TV in general. This is stupid. 5-year inflation outlook was 3.9% versus February 3.5. Everybody that they surveyed is oh my God, is a moron. This is what the, like, guys, that's not real. That's stupid. CVS? Is it moving? You're getting close. Guys, you do realize that's not going to happen. Totally worth it. He needs a third apartment. Dude, I have 2 apartments right now. I forgot to tell you guys about that. I have 2 apartments for the next month. I was over there today. I'm going to go over there again. Or yesterday, I was over there. I got to go over there again. Their goal is not to inform. Dude, I'm tweeting that. Who the fuck did they survey? What are they doing? Oh, yeah. Inflation is tariffs. So remember at the beginning of the stream when I was telling you guys that everybody's focusing in on the wrong thing in the market? It's not tariffs. Is not like this major inflationary thing that's going to come in. You're seeing growth slow down, GDP or CPI coming down. I mean, that sentiment number is a really interesting picture too, because like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy sometimes. If you see everybody, like you could see mass layoffs coming. Like just the fact that they're saying that. And okay, if you think prices of goods and services are going to be way more expensive in the future, like near future, than they are right now, what does a rational thinking person do with their employer? They ask for a raise. So the employer can either say, "Oh, we're going to give you that raise and their margins shrink," So earnings come down and then growth slows down, or they can fire you. So then unemployment goes up, which then causes a slowdown anyway. So that was I would say probably one of the dumbest moves that I've seen recently. Baba something? Yeah, Baba still looks good. That was just nasty. Oh man. I mean, I'm probably make a little Instagram and TikTok video about this trade today. I want to see. Let's see if there's anything in community gains from you guys nailing this one. DocuPaid. There you go. Yeah, Baba's hunting now. There we go. Let's see if we can get over 142. That'd be nice. These are probably going to snap green quickly. Yeah, they're still flat. So I'll be here all week, folks. You guys are welcome for that. Probably one of the nastiest trades that you've ever seen. I mean, I tell you guys, like 90% of what I do is swings. But when I hand you guys one of these volatility zones, they do very well. Just short the top, guys. Now this is done. You don't go back into the volatility zone. Once you do this, no more volatility zone. I mean, technically, you got to break above it, but after that type of move, I would not go near that again. So, I mean, that's kind of it for now, guys. Neo over 5, Baba looking good. Whoever was in that survey, I don't know how they remember how to breathe. Inflation's not going to be 4.9% this year. That's stupid. That's like guys, I know we've talked about really dumb data before, like with all the jobs data coming from like part-time and government, which is then reflected in that Bank of America report. But like that takes the cake for the dumbest data report or like piece of data that I have seen probably in the last 2 years. Like that's really dumb. So, but yeah, there you go. There's a volatility zone. So the one that I actually talked about in the pre-market plan today was this one. But this was one that I just outlined for you guys directly on the stream. So pay attention or pay a premium, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, if that doesn't show you that you guys need to hop in there with us, I don't know what will. Like you might be doomed. CPI was going to be bad. We all knew that. It wasn't bad. It was technically good. It was low, which we all thought it was going to be. But remember the point of CPI coming in lower than expectations doesn't actually change anything, which is why I was telling you guys in that video, I was like, it doesn't matter really. If CPI came in hot, the market would have blasted down because then you have stagflation fears because growth is slowing down, unemployment was creeping up. And if inflation was high, you have the biggest nightmare a central bank could ever have. But it didn't make sense for that to happen. Egg prices were down. Oil was down 4% in February. I think rents were still up, which is interesting. That's been weighing in on having a heavy weight in CPI. Shelter. So, but all it does is just confirm that there's risk of a growth slowdown. And one of the reasons for that is the new type of environment with this new administration that we're going into. Like again, everybody's citing tariffs. It's not all tariffs. Maybe they run a bit market as they knew the Michigan survey. I don't know how you can look at that and say, like, look at any of the available data right now and say, oh, yeah, inflation's going to 4.9% this year. Like, what? Who did you survey? Here's gonna be an interesting thing. I think the last time we saw this, and I'm gonna look for this chart because it'll probably pop up at some point today. You had this is funny. The last time we saw something like this where inflation expectations went up a lot, they broke it down. There was a chart that did this by who they surveyed and how they like voted by political party. So you had people on the right were saying like zero, which is stupid. We're not going to have 0% inflation this year. Then you had people on the left saying um like we were going to have like 4% inflation or like 3.9, I think it was. Something really high. And I was like, that's also really dumb. And then it broke it down. I think it was independence. I think it said independence. And then they were kind of more in the middle there. And I was like, you're all dumb. You're all stupid. Stop doing these surveys. If you stop doing these surveys, you're not going to have Hulk candles like that or like P. Diddy candles like this. I mean, it's great for us because I gave you guys the volatility zone, but like they should not be doing that. But you can see how divided everything is in terms of what people actually think about the economy just based on that data. Bob is looking good here. Yeah, so I want to see if that chart is out somewhere yet because I saw that. Oh, here it is. Oh, I got it right now. Oh, I have it. Oh, this is so great. I love this. Oh, wow. That took us 2 seconds. Michigan 1-year inflation expectations by party affiliation. Republicans say 0.1%. Independents say 4.4. That's still really high. Democrats say 6.5%. Guys, what are they doing? What are we doing? Inflation is not going to be 6.5%. What are you smoking? It's not going to be 4.5% either. It's also not going to be 0.1. Jeez. All right, guys. I gotta go. I gotta get ready for this meeting. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here. But guys, remember everybody gets their first month for 50% off to the private community with code trade. Make sure you use code trade. It's literally only $30. You guys get access to the both full length courses, the day trading mastery course, the swing kings course. All the private live streams. So I do this every Monday and Monday through Thursday with you guys. The full list of stocks and cryptos that are about to explode before they do. We're gonna have another watch list out for you guys this Sunday. The pre-market plans where I outline everything that I'm looking at through every single day. I mean, I tell you guys this all the time. This is the best place to come and learn to have long-term success in the market. It's not always about me outlining the multi-thousand crazy trades that we have, the multi-thousand percenters, but a lot of it is making sure that you guys are keeping yourself safe in crazy market environments. So you guys saw it in full force today. You guys see it every Friday, basically, when we do this. Last Friday, I think I gave you guys the 300%er on McDonald's. Today was just a nasty trade on the off the volatility zone. So again, there you go. So team, I gotta go do some important stuff. Make sure you guys hop in there. You guys have any questions when you're going through the courses over the weekend? Just let me know. I'm always around to answer. Well, it's St. Patrick's Day weekend, so I might not be around. I will. I'll answer your questions. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Peace.